Hi everyone, so today I'm teaching you how to make a fourth cat toy, I believe. I don't remember. I've taught you how to make many cat toys. I probably should start a playlist of them. Probably will after this video, though, posted and stuff. But I made the pom-pom one. I made the rope one. And I made the catnip puffball things, catnip bombs, whatever you call them. But thinking about that video I made for the cat rope. Sorry about that. I know it was a little confusing to follow and stuff. It was confusing for me. That's not a good sign. So the other one still is good, and I'm gonna leave it up because you can figure out how to make it. I just found a way to make an easier version, sort of, which is this. Which just dangles around, which makes all I need is a piece of yarn to make my one cat nuts. My other cat doesn't like toys very much because he's older than the other one, but the one who's younger, all I need is a piece of string or a piece of rope, and he'll attack it and try to kill it. So making this a little bit thicker just makes it so he's less likely for him to rip it, because I've made him rope toys, and he just rips them apart. So I had to make him thick and strong. With this one, I'll probably give it to my older cat because it's a little bit thinner. He's not that old, he's only 4. But he's older than the other one, who's only almost 2. So he is older, but not, like, old. He's still young, but older than the other cat. Okay, let's talk about that. I'll probably give this one to him because it's a little thin and not quite as strong. I think I'll make this one for the video a little stronger and thicker because I'll give it to the cat the one that likes to kill him. Catching him Garfield and Normal, in case you didn't know. Garfield's the 4-year-old orange one. Well, he's on my video. My one video back a while ago. Go watch it. I'll link it at the end. And my other one's name is Normal, and he's gray. For obvious reasons. If you don't know who Garfield and Normal are, go to Google it. For this toy, all you really need 2 things. You can make this any color you want. I did blue and red just because I felt like it, and it's yarn I had laying around my room. All you need is scissors. Unless you can find a way to cut yarn without scissors, then all you need is yarn. Which I have this dark blue and this red that I'm using just because I feel like it. The first thing you gotta do is unwind your yarn a little bit, or just pull out some yarn, and figure out how long you want your toy to be. Again, I have no idea how long this one is. Fold it in half. That's still longer than the screen, like that. That's half of it length. I have no idea how long it is. I've found that longer rope cat toys are nicer for my cats because then it's easier they can play with more of it and less likely to claw me when they're trying to claw it. So I found that longer toys work better. So you guys pull out your yarn and figure out how long you want it. Mine's usually probably a little long. I'm going to try to make it the same length as this one. Just because for reasons. And this isn't going to be the exact same length because the one has knots, so I'm going to cut it a little longer than that. And then I don't need the toy anymore. But you don't need to copy it from the toy because you won't have a toy yet. And then you just line the ends of your yarn back up and cut however many you want. For this one, I did 6 strands of yarn. I think for this one, next one I'm going to do 10. Just to make it a little thicker and see how I like it. You can always make another one. These don't take that long. So I'm going to do 10 strands. I mean, I need 5 of each color. Or however many of each color you want, depending on how many colors you're doing. Also, or you could just do it all one color. It doesn't matter. Your cat's not going to care what color it is. It's just going to care that it's all dangly and moving and it thinks it needs to die. At least what my cats do. They don't care what color I make stuff. I make it whatever color I feel like. So that's strand 2. Strand 3. And if they're not all the same length, the world will not end, I promise. Mine never end up all the same length. You can always cut the ends at the end and make them line up. This is strand 4. And one more strand of red, then we gotta cut our 5 strands of blue. And you can do this 2 ways, where you just cut one, then put the one away and cut with it. Makes it, you can get more accurate cut if you only trying to line up 2 pieces of yarn, where I just line them all up together. But for a cat, for a cat toy, it's gonna be shredded in like a week. I didn't really take that much precision in making these. Now you gotta take your other color, or using one color, just cut 5 more strands. I'm just gonna, because this is getting to where it's too many for me to hold and line them up evenly, so I just took one and put it over. I took one and put the other 4 over there on the side. Now you gotta line them and cut 5 blue strands, or whatever color yours is gonna be. If you have like a girl cat and you want to make it like pink and purple or something to make it cute, go right ahead. I just happen to have 2 boy cats. Which, funny story, I thought my one cat was a girl for like good year or two of I think a good year of his life. I thought he was a girl. I don't know why. I just, because he's got all the calico colors on him. He's got the, you know what calico is? Which is the brown, the black, not an orange, black, and white cat. The 3-color cat. Those are almost always girls, or like always girls. Which is why I just guessed, oh, he's got all the colors. Must be a girl. And then I was looking at his butt and stuff, and I'm like, oh, you're a boy, okay. But at least in the cartoon, the Garfield cartoon, everybody thinks Normal's a girl, because like he has eyelashes and stuff and a high-pitched voice, but it's actually supposed to be a boy. Which is funny, because I thought my cat was a girl for a long time, and then it actually turned out to be a boy, so it's actually Normal. Which is funny. I need one more blue strand. Oh, another funny story about my other cat, Garfield. Yes, I'm just cutting yarn and telling you stories about my cats. If you don't like it, skip through this part. But my one cat, Garfield, he didn't come from anywhere. He just showed up in my yard one day before I moved here. He just showed up at my one house. I just showed up one day. Poof, there's a cat in the shed. There was actually 2, but the one we think was like somebody's cat that just wandered away once in a while to play with him. And then I got him to like me, and then poof, he's my cat. And now I try to take him outside on a leash or anything, can't run away, and he's terrified of the world. He's officially an indoor cat. He wouldn't. If anyone ever comments, oh, you should let him be an outdoor cat, he likes the outdoors. No, I've taken him outside. He does not like it. Everything terrifies him. So now you've cut all your yarn. I've cut 10 strands. You can cut more. You can cut less. Again, this is what 6 strands looks like. It's pretty thin. So now you gotta kind of just line up your ends. If it's not perfect, you can cut them off at the end. Doesn't matter. And then you just make a knot. But leave a little bit of space between it and the end so that you can have like a little tassel at the end for your cat to play with. That's what my cats like, little tassels and stuff. And if you plan on cutting yarn off at the end, make sure you leave your thing long enough so you can cut off a little bit. So leave a knot like that. And then just go however far down you want and make another knot. Knots don't have to be even. You can try to make them even if you want. Like, see that one? Is not as far apart as this one. But I don't really care because my cats don't care about that. Try to keep your yarn so that they're all like, you don't get like, in this one I had one problem with it that I didn't like very much. Where was it? Maybe it's not there anymore. I don't know. It was like where the yarn was like longer in one spot because it didn't get pulled tight and nice. So just try it. If you want to, first comb your fingers through it and it'll make it all line up evenly. And then just tie another knot. Basically, you cut yarn, you tie knots in it, and you give it to your cat, and they love it. If your cat doesn't like it, then you must have a lazy cat like mine. Because only one of my cats likes toys anymore. He's always liked toys. The other one, the only thing he likes is catnip. So see, if you actually line this up, I didn't even do that, but that's like almost perfectly even. I didn't even do that on purpose. I just guessed. And then again, if you need to just comb your fingers through your yarn, because it'll just pull it up straight and nice looking. So you don't want it to look horrible, like you didn't care about your cat or what it looks like. But it doesn't have to be perfect. Because your cat, if they actually like it, will eventually somehow shred it in half. I gave my cat one, and I went downstairs. I went out to see him where he keeps his toys and hangs out and stuff. It was in 3 pieces. Or was it 4? I think it was 3. The toy was just literally laying there on the ground in 3 pieces. because he had just ripped it apart with him. Because that one he'd had for like a month, for like a few months though. But so that's why it didn't really surprise me. But what the heck did I just do here? I don't know. There. Now I think I can get one more knot. And then you see this end? It's very uneven. This end I will actually cut because it just looks weird. This end isn't uneven enough to bother me, so I'm just going to leave it. If you want to, you can go ahead and do whatever you want because it's your cat toy. I can't tell you what to do because I'm not actually there. I'm just a video. So I tied one last knot. Now take my scissors. I'm just going to cut off some of this yarn because it was just a little too uneven for my liking. My cats wouldn't care, but I don't care. I do. So here, let's see what's the difference in length between these two. If I end up pretty close. Did you see that? The second one this is the second one. And this is the first one. The second one was longer than the first one when I cut it. That's funny. And now if you notice, this one is just knots and yarn. But this one has this funny little like twisty fishtail design. If you want to do that, I'll teach you how right now. But if not, this is what you get. And you're done, basically. Just skip to the end of the video for my outro and blah, blah, blah. If you just want this, go ahead. But I just think this makes it look a little more interesting. It looks like a fishtail in a way. So now, if you want to do that, you just go in between two of your knots. You can't obviously do it at the ends. And just part the strings in half. 3, 4, 5. If it's not perfectly in half, no one will care. What? Okay, there. I had it uneven. The part in half is not perfect, no one cares, you can't. And then just take your knot and shove it through the hole. You can just do it once if you like that look, or you can do it twice, and it'll be more like that. I found, I'll do it for you so you can see, if you do 3 times, then it goes like that, so that doesn't work. So, unless you make if you make your knots farther apart than mine, then you could do more than 2, but if you do like only a couple inches, then 2 is about the maximum you can do. And then you just go down to the next one, divide it in half, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Doesn't matter which colors, go with which colors. Cat won't care. And then just do it twice like that, so you get that look versus that look. So you can look at this. Do you want the non-twisted look or the twisted look? I like the twisted look, but if you really don't care or you like the non-twisted look, go ahead. So again, part your strings, hopefully evenly. 2, 3, 4, 5, okay. And then just shove it through 2 times or more, depending on. And if you want to know if your string is going to do that weird thing I showed you, where if you shove it through 2, 3 times. Can't talk today. Can I ever talk in my videos? No, I can't. If you do it the same length as me, which is only like 2 inches, 3 times will make it weird. But if you do it more than 2 inches, you can do that. Just do it until it does that, and then you just untwist it 1 time, and it should be fine. That's how I did it, at least. Divide this in half again. Pull the thing through. And pull it through again. Doesn't matter which way you twist it, really. And then divide it in half again. And then just twist it. This is my last one. And now you have a really ultra mega simple cat toy. It's basically just a rope. And you can make it thick or thin or whatever you want, or whatever you think will make it last longer for your cat. Because like the thin one, my cat could probably destroy in a week. Whereas the thicker one, he probably won't. So if you like cat toys, give us a thumbs up. Comment down below if you want more cat toys. Because my cats need new toys every once in a while because they just shred them and they get gross and stuff. So every once in a while I kind of just throw away them. Throw away them. That's a weird word. That's a weird sentence. Throw them away. And I gotta make them new ones because it's also just fun to make toys for your cats and be like, oh, people are like, oh, your cat got a nice toy. You're like, yeah, I made that. If you want. And they're just off the internet. So if you like this, give us a thumbs up. I already said that, I know. I'm not sure what else to say next. And comment down below if you made any of my cat toys, and tell me which one you made. Because I believe this is number 4. So as you can tell, my cats must like their toys. So far, if I had to tell you the honest answer of which one of my cat toys my cats like the most, between the pom-pom, the other rope, the catnip puffballs and things, I can't tell you if they like these yet because I haven't given them to them yet. But out of the other three, my cat's favorite one is probably pretty easy to guess. It's the catnip one. And one hint about that, if you made that one, if you're going to make that one, use something other than felt. My cat's had it destroyed in like 2 days, just to get the catnip out. Use like jean material or something thick and coarse so they can't instantly shred it. I'll have to make them again. Probably put that in the description of the other video. Don't use felt. Disclaimer, don't use felt. It's bad. So again, bye. Subscribe, bye. I don't know what else to say, bye.